Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the respected dignitaries of IIU, distinguished participants all around the globe. I, Dr. Snigdha Kadam, Chief Operating Officer of IIU and the Director of Academic Global, take the privilege to welcome you all to the fourth batch of the Mentor Development Program organized by the International Internship University. Knowledge is the power. Information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family, and the entire world. Knowledge will bring you the opportunity to make a difference. So, welcome to the world of knowledge and education. The International Internship University, IIU, is building a better and brighter future for all the young learners and is committed to providing quality, accessible, affordable, skill-based virtual education with the aim of providing internship opportunities and research facilities. IIU is providing access to more than 1,000 plus courses and internships to its learners across the globe. It's been accredited and affiliated with the World Education Organization and International Accreditation Organization and collaborated with all the world's topmost universities and educational institutions through the platform of massive open online course. IIU provides various certificate courses, honorary doctorates, diploma courses, and many more courses. IIU has received many accreditations as per the international standards for its innovation, vision, creative ideas, research, and white paper publication. The purpose of IIU is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. Hats off to all the members of Team IIU for their dedication and hard work. The vision of IIU is to let the torch of knowledge illuminate the world. There is always that one person who has the vision, the thought, the idea behind a successful venture and organization. And if we talk about the man behind the success of IIU, is none other than our respected founder of IIU, Piyush Pandit sir, a committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to the students from various social and cultural backgrounds, possessing excellent administrative and verbal communication and return skills. He is an ex-Gen speaker and a passionate writer. The versatile Piyush Pandit sir is the founder of Swarna Bharat Parivar Trust and chairman of Piyush Group. This multi-talented and devoted personality has received a plethora of awards, recognition, and honors in acknowledgement of his contribution to social work, education, entrepreneurship, and so on. The list of his milestone is endless. A mentor is a someone who allows exploring the hope inside the individual. A mentor is a person or a friend who guides to a less experienced person by building a trust and modeling positive behaviors. An effective mentor understands that his or her role is to dependable, engage, authentic, and tune into the needs of the mentee. Let's begin the session to be a mentor, a role model, and to set an example with our trainer of the day one, batch 4. Professor Dr. Siham El Kafafi, the founder of Arrows Research Consultancy Limited. She is an entrepreneur, educator, businesswoman who is passionate about making a difference in the lives of her students and clients. She started her company in June 2014 with the aim of sharing her mentoring, training, and coaching experience through tailored programs and serving her clients and their needs. She has a wide industry and consultancy experience in the medical, manufacturing, and service industry, besides being an academic for the past 25 years. She is a passionate educationist and through thought leader who helped graduate over 10,000 students over her career. Moreover, Professor Dr. Kafafi held various academic positions in various well-known educational institutes. She holds a PhD from the University of Waikato, New Zealand, a master's in adult literacy and numeracy education from Auckland University of Technology, a master's of public administration from the American University in Cairo, and Bachelor of Art in English Literature with honors from Ain Shams University, Cairo, Egypt. My God, what a fabulous experience and highly qualified trainer do we have today. She is serving many organizations and received many awards and rewards. So indeed, we are blessed to have the extraordinary trainer for the day one of the batch 4 of the mentor development program, Professor Dr. Siham El Kafafi. So dear ma'am, the stage is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled by your words and your introduction, Dr. Snigdha. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. Thanks for IIU, for Mr. Bayush, for my colleagues, for all the attendees, for all the organizers. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence, and thank you for support. God bless you all. I hope that I will do you a good service tonight and share with you some of my knowledge and information about that topic. So let us start, please. Can you kindly enable me to share my slides? I still can't. Now I can?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why you can't. Okay, let's try again. Okay. So let us start. Okay. So as you can see, this is the map of New Zealand. It looks so big. I'm here in Auckland, by the way, in the North Island. New Zealand is called Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud. So today I am going to start with you this batch 4, and I call it the art of mentoring. So as I promised all of you, we are going to start with an icebreaker. And in the icebreaker, please, I want you all to be interactive. And this is your opportunity to actually share something about yourself. So this is a sort of a mini activity, and it's called What I Value. So what you value, what each person values. I want you to look in your purses, wallets, briefcases, pockets, anything around you, and I want you to find something that represents or symbolizes something or an aspect or a value on your life. That can be a photo, a piece of jewelry, a membership card, anything. Be creative, improvise, and choose whatever. And I want each one of you, please, to introduce your name, introduce your item, and explain what does that item symbolizes for you, why you specifically chose it, why, what is its important to you. Okay? Are we clear about what we're doing? Is there any questions? I want to see your beautiful faces. So, did everybody go around and search for something and bring something? You have to move and get something and bring it and show it to us and tell us what's the value of this item. Okay, let us see. So Anisha, would you like to start? Unmute yourself, please, and talk.
Hello, everyone. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. This is Nisha Tandon from Mumbai. And myself, coach, counselor, and a trainer with 25 years of experience. I just when I put my hand inside my wallet first, I got the charger and I thought, oh, I'm like this. Because everybody needs a mental charger every day. Because if you don't charge your mind, your frequency of your life, if you don't charge it daily, you may get used or you may get useless. So I am a person who helps the people to charge their energy, their thought, their life every day, every moment, so that they can bounce back and reach their goals and dreams and destinations. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Nisha. I just want to say something. I think you're having two connections. You have an echo.
I don't have two connections.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay,
I really don't know.
I'll check.
Okay. Thanks, Nisha. Who else would like to share, please?
May I?
Yes, Sonia?
Rajiv.
Good evening. Yeah.
Yes, good evening. I can see Sonia. Yes?
Good evening. So happy to be here among so many beautiful mentors, coaches, and leaders across the world. For me, this is the pen which I had in my purse. So for me, I feel that the pen is always mightier than the sword, and it symbolizes the power and the power to transform lives. And I do feel that through the pen and through the writings and even through the thoughts, we as mentors or leaders can transform the future generation into something really, really great, so that this world stays so beautiful as the universe has created it. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you.
May I, ma'am?
Thanks for sharing. Yes. Yes. Who's that, please?
Rajiv.
Hi, Rajiv. Yes, you wanted to introduce yourself. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Hi, everyone. My name is Rajiv Bhattacharjee. I'm based out of India. So my symbol is I'm using this pen since long, and this is my symbol. And what I'm trying to say, why I'm using this is for my symbol, because I believe in knowledge. I believe in gain knowledge and share knowledge. From that aspect, this is the one of the part of the knowledge gaining tools, you can say asset as well. By this, you can write down anything, you can store your knowledge, and you can use those knowledge to share everyone. Because for me, knowledge is the ultimate asset, and by that you can pursue, you can survive in this world. If you have knowledge, you can earn money, you can survive. If you do not have knowledge, you cannot earn money, you cannot survive in this art. Because wherever you are locating, what are you doing, you should have knowledge. So from that aspect, this pen is my symbol. That's it from my side. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rajiv. God bless you. Thanks. Yes, yes, please. Is that Oana? Yes, please, go ahead. You are muted.
So I have a bracelet
Okay.
from my church. From
Yes.
church. I believe in God. It's for me, it's something very important.
Yes.
And I have a pen.
Yes.
With this pen, I give my international certificate. I achieved my international certificate, and sometimes I give this pen to my students also. So these two objects I always have with me.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Oana. Thank you for sharing. Yes, who is next? Chika? Is that Chika getting ready?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon from Nigeria.
Good
Hello, can you
afternoon.
hear me? Yes, it took me a while to join because what I heard, I couldn't join with it. So I had to chat the HR. So I think I missed some things before she now gave me the link that I now joined with.
Welcome.
So I'm Ambassador. Thank you. I'm Ambassador Chika Namani. I'm a digital trainer. I mentor people too. I have a YouTube channel where I discuss family issues and related issues. I'm a motivational speaker too. And I have an NGO as well as I'm an entrepreneur. So a friend shared this organization's platform with me, and I decided to join and be part of it and get the mentorship certificate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Yes. Yeah. Yes, is that Radha? Yes, Radha?
Hi, good evening, everyone. So myself, Radha, I'm an artificial intelligence facilitator from Samasti International School, Hyderabad. So with me now, I have a white book, so white pages.
Yes.
So what I feel is like every day as an educator, we need to learn new things. We need to unlearn something as a technology expert. So I always feel that we have to be ready, get ready ourselves to equip with the new technology, to unlearn the old technology and learn the new technologies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very flexible. As a white paper has a lot of creativity. Anyone can put on so much of creativity on a white sheet. We have to be always ready with our own style of teachings.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Radha, for sharing. Yeah, who else would like to speak? Oh, yes, Jeremina. Come on, yes.
Thank you, Dr. Siham. Nice to meet you. Happy to meet you. If I have to choose a symbol, will be my heart. Because if you feel, if you love what you do, if you believe in what you do, I think you don't need nothing. All means our heart. If come from our heart, it's great. And I think that mentoring is not an indoctrination and does not require the mentor to impose his way of doing things as the only model. The mentor proposes an exemplary throughout his status and qualities. The relationship is a two-way one, often the disciple offering in a turn of fresh vision or flexibility in a specific thinking. We must learn people to think out the box, to develop, to learn how to learn, not just to follow us. I'm also mentor and I try to do this. We are just models. We just help people. We give them wings. Thank you, Dr. Siham.
Thank you. Thank you very
We
much.
are engineer of hearts, I think.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Yes, who also would like, please, to share? Who's next? Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Yeah,
who is
maybe
next?
I just say one or two things.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, is that I can see Anubana. Yes. Yes, go ahead, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Annapurna.
Yes.
I just got an ID card of mine in my bag. Basically,
good.
I'm a teacher from India, Samishti International School, as Ms. Radha, we are colleagues. As a teacher, this is like most important for me to enter in a school. I like teaching and I connect with these young minds so that we can exchange knowledge and they raise their questions. I'm always like open to their questions and I learned basically a lot from my students. So this is most important for me right now, what I got from my bag, ID card to teach students.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thanks a lot. I can see that Dianka, his hand is up. Would you like to share with us?
Yeah, well, I'm Madinka Aturamu. I'm a Nigerian. I had my PhD in the UK.
Welcome.
Well, by my calling, I teach in various universities all over the world. At the moment, I'm in Nigeria, and I teach in one of the best private universities in Nigeria, the Safe Babalola University and Ekiti State University. So I mentor young adults, and again, I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I deal with a lot of young ones. So I try to encourage them to see life in a better form, to see life the way life is evolving, so that they too can evolve the way life is evolving, not to be stagnant, and to be sure that they have some other things they do aside even their education. They should find a way to get more out of life. Sometimes what life gives to us, we take it, then we remold it to give better things back to the society. So in a way, this is a very good program for me to learn more, so that I know how to mentor these young adults. Like I said, I'm a faculty advisor, so I deal with a lot of them. I know a lot of issues about them. So attending this seminar now, this course now, will give me an opportunity to be able to know how to handle them and how to deal with them in a better way. So I'm happy to be here, and I think it's going to be a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're happy to have you with us too. God bless you. I have somebody's hand, and underneath it, it's written iPhone. There is no name. The lady who's have her hands up, would you like to share with us?
Hello.
Hi.
It's me. Hello, everyone. My name is Carmen Argeșan. I am from Romania. I'm a chemistry teacher, and I am very glad to be here with you. I want to learn what it is a mentor. I'm emotionated. To teach me. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, and welcome. Welcome.
Good day, everybody.
Anybody?
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Good day. Yeah, this is Professor Charles, the African Head. I need to appreciate you very well, my dear moderator. You have been doing a very good work. I appreciate you. Actually, I'm having bitter cola here. You can see bitter cola. You know the work of bitter cola? Yeah, bitter cola has been used over the years to fight infection from cold, common cold. A 2018 study showed that bitter cola can help to combat colds, bacterial infections. And eating bitter cola when an infection starts may help to fight the infection and make you feel better more quickly. It is my pleasure seeing everybody here. May God continue to strengthen us all and listen attentively to guide this mentorship program and be useful to the global world. Thank you very much, my dear sister. It is well with you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thanks a lot. Anybody else would like to share? Yes? Nobody wants to share? Okay. Thank you very much. Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you
So
are.
this is Abhinaya from India. Okay, so I'm a freelancer from Tamil Nadu, and from my wallet, I have a lot of small stuff, which symbolizes optimism and positivity. So I take up positivity here, which which makes our life beautiful each and every day. So I fill my wallets and purses with a lot of positive stuff, including spiritual things and a normal stuff, which will create or give some positive vibes for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you. I can see the hands of Mr. Prophet. Would you like to share with us? Hello? No?
Well, hello. My name is Yolanda Maria Jorge Besteiro. I'm from Spain. I am certificate coach, professional. I'm sorry, but my English is very bad. I don't know speak
No,
English.
not at all. Not at all.
But I will try to communicate with you. My experience is about biological and spiritual and help yourself. Is about that and my coach. Thank you for sharing to me.
Thank you very much, Yolanda, and thank you for being with us and welcome. And don't worry about the English. Don't worry, as long as we can communicate clearly with each other. No worries at all. So, Bennett, I can see you have been moving. Would you like to share with us?
Sure, why not? So
Yes,
I'm
go
Dr.
ahead.
Bennett. I'm Dr. Bennett Fernandez. I'm a dentist from India and currently right now in Malaysia. And when you asked me to dig into the bag, so I reached out and I got something because I see that IIU is doing a lot of programs on sustainability and economic or rather what we call it as eco-friendly product. So I happen to have this pencil which is made it's actually metallic and it's a very nice pencil and it's a original Malaysian product and it doesn't have any wood or any graphite. So I'm just going to, it looks as if it is a pen, but actually it's a 2B pencil, which is just having a small lead here. So it's very eco-friendly and it lasts. So there's no wood or any lead which has been lost in the making of this eco-friendly pencil. So I just thought I'll share this product also, and thank you for the opportunity.
And telling us what is the value of it to you?
The value of it is in this modern day and age, when we talk so much about being eco-friendly, it has to start, and sustainability, it has to start with each and every one of us. So instead of using normal pencil, I just thought to myself, I just use this pencil rather than any other pencil for that matter. So in that sense, I just thought anything and everything what we do, we need to start with us rather than, you know, telling others to do it and things like that. So that's the reason I have this pencil. Thank you.
Very true. We start with ourselves first if you want to do any change. Thank you for sharing. God bless you. Somebody was also waving. Yes, yes. Duke?
Yeah, good morning, Ma.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, from here. This is Professor Simeon Beleyi from Lagos, Nigeria. When I dip my hand into my home purse, what I bring out is a phone. And this phone is representing communication. That is what it means to me. And the value is that with this phone, I can connect with anything. I can connect through any contacts across the globe for my business. With this phone, I can receive contacts, I can receive projects, I can receive anything. And this phone can link me anywhere across the globe. So even this phone is so much valuable to me to the extent that it is the means whereby I'm getting daily income. Because with it, I chat with my clients, with my customer, I send mails, I receive funds, and so on and so forth. So that is the value of the phone to me. Thank you very much, Ma.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Good. So, okay, I'm waiting for somebody specifically to start sharing, but every time he puts his head down and he doesn't share. Why? You know yourself. Yes, Professor? You were the first one to welcome me, and now you're not talking. Yes?
Are you referring to me?
Of
Professor
course.
No,
Of course.
I was the first one to say hello to you because I wanted to tell you that I'm already in. And I don't want to disturb because tonight is your session, because my session is tomorrow. So I'm just here to see what you are going to share with the participant so that I don't repeat what you are covering tonight. That's it.
Yeah, but you are welcome to participate.
Okay. Oh yeah, what was it? Yeah, I'm supposed to pick up something and then share. What is it?
And you didn't do that.
No, I had, but it's in my what do you call? It's in my pants, in my jeans. It's my Standard Chartered debit card. It's very important to me because it tells me and it tells everyone that I live what do you call a life that what do you call that reflects me, which means to say that what do you call in those days I remembered one of my professors, the late Royal Professor Ngwaziz, his economic theory. I hold daily to it. He says that if you earn $1 and you spend 70 cents, you will be a happy man all your life. But if you earn $1 and you spend $1.30, you will be miserable all your life. His PhD was from Waseda University from Japan those days, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. He passed away now. So he has a lot of influence is very much from the Japanese. See how Japanese as a society, they are very saving, they save a lot. That's Japan.
Yeah.
So, but in one of the board meetings that I was with him, when he said that, I smile and I tell him, I said, Prof, that's an interesting, but you put 200 economists in a room, you have 201 different views, and they can all be right and they can all be wrong. I said, simply because they're all protected by these two beautiful Latin words. It's called Ceteris Paribus. Which means to say that assuming that all things are being equal, then my theory will hold true. If some things change, then I'm sorry, what I said may not happen. That's okay. So then, but this is the best part. I tell what you call the professor. I said, Prof, if everybody follows your advice, I said, then all the financial institutions and all the banks will close shop. Then he laughed and said, yeah, that's also correct. So that's just all I wanted to share with everyone. So until today, I live. I just have enough money in my debit card for me to pay, for me to survive the day. That's it. Back to you, Professor Shilham.
Oh, thank you very much for sharing. I can see Angela's hand is up. Angela?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Angela Morales, originally from Colombia. I live in Canada, and it's a pleasure and a blessing for me to be here with everyone. The first thing, well, not the first thing, but I have to go through my purse. But then I found a planner. And I can tell you a little bit about me, but so let's start with this. A planner, and why this is so important, because this means I was just writing words here, so I don't miss any, but I will say a planner, it's, well, time management, obviously, commitment, responsibility, balance, priorities, multitasking, right? Multitasking and action. Just because of this, I can keep track of my every activity, and I can be accountable. So I just think that this is part of integrity, putting everything in one place, but knowing what you're doing just to keep up with everyone, especially with your family, that comes first, and then everything else. So planner, I never thought I will say this is something that represents me, because I struggle with time management, and I really give a lot of value to this, right? Because I'm a very, very, very busy woman. So and I love the physical. Yeah, I love my cell phone. But I like when I'm reading, I love to write, and I love to, the physical. I'm a baby boomer, so I love the more of the physical, what we can touch and feel. And I'm an infant specialist, a child specialist. I have worked with families for over 20 years. And right now I'm in this beautiful project. I've been helping mostly with conscious parenting, emotional intelligence, mindfulness. But what I'm working right now that I'm very passionate and excited and happy is empowering women, but it's more economical, like financial empowering. And it's just leadership, like, you know, understanding the importance of leadership and service. And helping women around the world, especially Spanish-speaking women, because sometimes we just get bottled in our motherhood or parenting, and we forget our inner strength, all our talents, all what we can give to humanity. So that's my passion, working for them, because children are, you know, behind, you know, every child represents our human, you know, our world, humanity. So I think that if we help moms and we help women, we're gonna have happier and children with more resilient and emotional intelligence. That's my goal, right? Anyways, I could keep talking, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with you guys. God bless you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. God bless you too. Thank you. I think, guys, that we are going to move on. It is a pleasure to listen to all of you talk, and you are going to see how that activity would link with what we are going to be doing today. So when I give you any activity, it is not to waste your time. There is a big objective out of it. So let us move on, and talking about the word activity, move on to what is actually the objective of this presentation with you today, so that we would know what is happening. So my objective for you today is actually in this session, I would like to introduce to you about what is mentoring, how you are going to become a successful mentor by developing your communication skills and benefit also your mentee to reach their goals. And if you noticed, lots of you, when you were talking, somebody was talking about the phone and saying communication is very important to me. And lots of people talked about what is valuable for them. So it's important to get to understand yourself, because I'm a believer, if you don't have it, you cannot give it. So you need to have depth in your understanding in order to be successful in this role of being a mentor. Also, I will be giving you few tips that you can utilize during that journey of mentoring. And as you can see in this little figure in front of you, it is to do with direction, training, support, motivation, goal setting, success, all those buzzwords. We are going to go through them one by one. So the content that I'm going to go through with you today is that, first of all, I'm the kind of person, when I start, I like to look at what is the source and the origin. Excuse me? Can you kindly mute? Can you please mute?
Did you call mechanic to check?
I can't drive it.
Can you kindly mute your mic? Can you please mute your mic?
Eh? Okay.
Professor Siham, you are requested to unmute yourself.
Can you please unmute, ma'am?
Dr. Siham, please unmute yourself. Dr. Siham, please unmute yourself.
Everyone, please kindly do not unmute yourself. We will guide her. Please, you all are requested to kindly keep mute. Yeah, please start, Professor.
Okay. So the content, as I was mentioning, I will start by taking you through the background. Where did the word mentoring originate from? What's the definition? And then what is the benefit of having a mentoring program? The different types of mentoring, and then what is the process of mentoring, the strategies to finding a mentor, and how to set up a mentoring program. We will do an activity around that and around the objectives, because you need to set up objectives for any program. And then what is a mentor, a group discussion, qualities of a good mentor, and then the mentor responsibility, and then a practical activity at the end. So if we're going to look at what is the historical background, the concept of mentoring actually originated from the character of mentor in Homer's Odyssey. And I'm sure that all of you are familiar with the ancient Greek epic poem that was about 3,000 years ago. The Odyssey entrusted his young son to Telemachus to the care of the mentor. That was the name actually of the guy. He was his trusted companion who goes to fight at the Trojan Wars. And unexpectedly, of course, he stayed decades during that Trojan Wars. So the mentor actually took care, supported the boy and took care of him. So that's where the word actually originated from. Somebody taking care of another person, an experienced person, taking care of a younger person. And over the years and the ages, of course, the word started to be used, and it was borrowed by business people. So in the 1970s, businesses and researchers started actually recognizing the importance and the vitality of that role of mentoring. And they started developing certain programs within their organizations and utilizing the mentorship. Also, it's increased by use in the workplace, and because that's helping senior staff members would help junior staff members in progressing in their workplace. These are few definitions that I've compiled in relation to the definition of mentoring. So for example, they say it's an alliance that creates a space for a dialogue, people to start interacting, talking, reflecting on their actions, reflecting on their learning journey. It can be also developing insight to turn hindsight into foresight. Also, it can be a synergetic relationship between two people or more. It can be a mentor and also a group. All of them are engaged in a process in order to achieve more. We all know that when you are working in a group, it is actually your achievement can be a lot more than when you are working by yourself. Also, another definition is that it's a partnership between a less experienced mentee with a more experienced mentor who uses their professional and their life experience in order to help the development, the advancement of the career of that mentee. So if you look at all those definitions, it is revolving around how important the role of that mentor. It talks about building a relationship, making connections, and how can we do that by a good communication. So mentoring allows people to learn from one another, provide path to knowledge transfer for the benefit of everybody. So if you look at that first activity, it was very important that all of you participate, all of you feel engaged, all of you express your feelings about what is valuable for you, I mean, and you can see there were lots of commonalities, there were lots of differences also at the same time, but it provided you with a platform to feel you are part of that whole group. So in the workplace, of course, it is also important that you establish how you are going to share knowledge, how you are going to interact. And you need somebody, for example, to guide you, somebody who's more experienced in this place, who knows about the logistics over there, knows about the history of the place to support you. And also, if we are going to look from another perspective, if you are in an academic institute, the students also need the support and the mentorship of their lecturers, of their educators, in order to help them in their future career, in order to make them work ready for their future, so that when they are going in the outside world, after they are graduated, they are ready for employment. They are armed with all the skills that is required for that world out there. So these are some of the definitions that are to differentiate. We use the word sometimes trainer, mentor, and coach. There's subtle differences among them. So if we're going to look at the trainer asks directive questions, and also they provide information. Sometimes they seek specific answers from you, and they are also highly structured, and they are based on past learning. But if we're going to look at a mentor, the mentor more is that if you ask them a question, they answer you directly, because they are there to mentor you. They also provide you with information sources. So they will tell you, you can go there to obtain this information or that information. And they are structured, and all what they share with you is based on actual previous experience that they have passed through. If we're going to look at a coach, the coach asks open questions. They are actually very able in their self direction, and they are also wanting you to have all kinds of beliefs and to try to apply them for your future, and to be focused, where are you heading? And that's why they're called coaches. So what are the benefits? In each organization, if they want to look at a mentoring program, or if you want to set a mentoring program, everybody would say, what's in it for me? Why? So you need to understand what's the benefit. And you can have a look at it from different angles. So a formal mentorship program allows the mentors and the mentees to have a relationship. And this relationship will help in their productivity. It will be helping everybody within the department or within the organization. Also, it benefits both the mentee and the mentor within this organization to have a culture. It's very important to build that culture, a culture of learning, a culture of sharing new ideas, a culture of having a vision and actually going towards this vision, setting goals and achieving and reaching that goal. Also, these programs can help people, when we said they are collaborating with each other, they are sharing knowledge with each other, so it minimizes from any isolation, or minimizes also from any silos, as we can see in some of the organization. It helps them to keep up to date with the latest skills. So sometimes it's a wonderful way of learning and being engaged, and especially if you are clicking very well with your mentor. So if we're going to look at it from a personal level, a personal perspective, it helps to build strong and trusting relationship between people. It helps to motivate them, and it also helps them as individuals to reach their future goal. But if we are going to look at it from an organizational perspective, from a professional point of view, it actually helps also to strengthen the skills of all these employees working within that profession, within this organization. It can help also the collaboration between the employees and the management, and help them in practicing and training their goal setting skills. If we are going to look at it from a student perspective, it is helping them during their study time in order to build a long life relationship and to prepare them when they graduate and go to the workforce. And also, if we're going to look at it from, we all of us belong to associations, we have lots of memberships, it can be professional memberships, or it can be actually sports memberships or private memberships. It is also very important there that to help you, if you have a mentorship program, helps you to network, to have work-life balance too. So what are the different types of mentoring? There are different types that you can have, and those are the basic ones. There is the traditional one-on-one that you would have a mentor and a mentee. You try to find suitable ones. You try to match them through that program. So the mentor-mentee participation with each other, they build a relationship. It is structured. You may have a framework. It's like a project, the beginning, the end, all the details there, what is happening in that program. There is another type of mentorship, which is the distance mentorship. Sometimes it's actually called also a virtual mentorship. It can be between two, or it can be between group, and they don't need to be living in the same city or even in the same country. There is group mentoring, and there will be a single mentor who is actually taking care of a group of mentees, and that also a program that can be structured to allow the interactions, the communications, the know-how, the activities. There also has to be a framework for it. So if we're going to look at also the different types of relationships, so we can have within these programs a formal mentorship relationship, and that the formal one has to have a written agreement. It's like a contract. You have to write in details the starting date, the ending date, how many times you are going to meet, what is the duration of it, what is exactly going to be done there. It's extremely detailed, it's formal. The informal one is when a mentor and a mentee, they agree with each other verbally, and it is more relaxed. There is no written contract or written agreement. The virtual one or the distance one or the one via the email, that one you can use phones, you can use text, you can use apps, you can use WhatsApp, you can use Messenger, whatever that you have agreed. And this virtual one, there is no actual physical contact. There is the face-to-face one, which is the parties meet and see each other all the time. And there is the peer-to-peer, and this one is usually among people working in the same place. They're sharing the same experiences. They can be actually in a club, for example. They can be in a formal organization. It varies. So now I would like you please to have a discussion with each other. Have you encountered any of these types of mentoring before? And which one and what was your experience? So what I'm going to do in order, please look at it. Have you encountered any of these types of mentoring before? Which one and what was your experience? So because we are a big group, what I'm going to do is that I am going to put you for 3 minutes in breakout rooms so that you can discuss it with each other. So how many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can have 6 rooms. Okay, I have created for you breakout rooms. You have 3 minutes, please. And then I will close the breakout rooms. So please discuss those 2 questions. I can see that there are lots of people who did not move. So where are those people? Why aren't they going to the rooms?
Ma'am, when I'm clicking on the join, it is redirect me.
Or 2 or the 3 of them, right? So anyone would like to share your experience?
I can start. So yeah, I am actually currently being mentored by a Norwegian businessman. Now to give a little background, I also own a business, so this is how I got in contact with him. I own a mental health startup, and it's a from the categories of mentorship. It's an informal mentorship because it's not like put into writing that he's actually my mentor. We don't have like a strict schedule. But the way it works is that we meet for about 30 minutes every other day. And I basically either ask for a certain information which I need. So for instance, how to be more persuasive. I either send them some materials in the meantime of, I don't know, recordings of me having a sales call, for instance, and asking him for input, what I could improve. So it's basically a coaching call on whatever I choose. So there's no like specific agenda. And yeah, the experience so far is it's actually unbelievably good. So yeah, I guess that's all I can say for now. So everyone has time to share their own.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you. So I'll go next. So even I mentor, if you're following, I mean, the 3 different, so mine is more like a group mentoring. So I have around 5 to 7 students under me, and we are yet to begin the mentoring for this academic year, but generally they are the, so either the year 3 students or the year 4 students, as in the meaning of I teach in a dental school, so it is a program of 5 years. So I generally have the year 3 or the year 4 students. So we meet every fortnightly, every 15 days. We spend around half an hour. We just go through what happened in the 2 weeks, and if they would like to share anything. How is their journey? How are they having any difficulties in their studies? Any issues, not understanding certain aspects or things like that? And what did they like in the 2 weeks? Something which was, very nice and which they remember. So that's how we go about in the mentoring. And then I just guide them, just give them certain tips and on how to go about in their studies, or certain material where they can get more information and things like that. So that's how we go about it.
Thank you,
So,
Bennett. Well,
yes.
I will just share quickly a little bit. So I do mentoring online with groups and one-on-one. And as I explained during my introduction, it's talking, well, I'm mentoring mostly women and mothers. And right now we're working on empowering their businesses, or if they have an idea or a product, so we help them to start their business, to give them education and empower them so they can start, you know, with just without a little money.
I'll start sharing again. Yeah, to move to the next point. Where did my PowerPoint go? Don't run away. Don't run away like other people.
I'm right.
Well,
I'm right in the
welcome
chat.
back. Welcome back, guys. I hope that you managed to discuss with each other. Now, we need to start looking at what are the characteristics of formal mentoring, okay? So every single thing has got its own value and characteristics and importance. So if we're going to look at that, it's a partnership between mentees and mentors, and it is actually specifically arranged. So within an organization, they arrange it. And one of the characteristics is this partnership is temporary. And when we say temporary, it means it is not lifelong. It has got a definite finite time, a starting time and an ending time. And the one who benefits mostly and the one who gets the help is the mentee. Only the mentee, okay? Sometimes that pairing may not have chemistry, which is actually, it's very important that you have a chemistry with between the mentor and mentees, but some of those formal ones, they don't. And also the partnership is monitored all the time. There are different phases, we're gonna look at it. It's monitored and also it is supported, because that is supported by the organization who created that program. So if we're going to look at it, it has got a process. I am a believer that every single thing in life goes through a process. So that process, that structure has got four steps: the pre, the beginning, the middle, and the end of that partnership. Four phases it goes through. So in the pre, of course, you have to organize yourself. You have to plan. You have to try to find a mentor, okay? Because you cannot do the program without a mentor. I mean, logically enough. So you have to organize yourself, you have to plan, you have to search for this mentor and find them. Then with the beginning, the next phase, then you start having the initial meeting, the meeting where the mentor and the mentee have to meet with each other. They have to get to understand each other, they have to get to know each other, they have to build their relationship and develop it. And during that phase, they see if they gel, if they want to move forward, then you start writing, having the agreement that yes, we're gonna go ahead with it. And then in that phase, you have to detail it. We will go through more details about that. When you come to the mid-phase meeting, you've worked on it, then you need to see, have you developed? Have you reached some of the goals? Is there success? Are you on the right track? So you have to have this meeting. And then at the end, of course, this is when you are finishing, you are evaluating, you are analyzing, you are finishing this relationship. It's finished. Remember, it's a specific duration. So these phases can go from 6 months to 12 months, okay? And the amount of time for each phase
we cannot hear you, Professor Siham.
require more time to get to know each other and to have a final decision. So that's why it actually depends on the needs, depends on the personal style, depend on the people, the mentor, the mentee, lots of factors. And also throughout the middle phase meetings, you need to make sure that actually it's happening, there is progress, there is value in it. You're actually going to reach your goal, you're going to complete it at the end, or else it's a waste of time for everybody. So it's very important to have this checkup. So these are certain strategies also for you to choose, for example, a compatible mentor. It's very important if you want this relationship to be successful, if you want to achieve the outcome and the goal that you are wanting. So if you are searching for a mentor, there are certain things that are very crucial and important. Desire, time, and expertise. The person have to have the desire to be there, the desire to help. If you don't want to be there, sorry, you're wasting your time, you're wasting everybody's time. It's not gonna end good at all. And also you need to dedicate time. You can say, oh, I'm willing, I'm gonna do it, yeah. But then every time, I don't have time, you keep postponing, you keep doing this, it's going to actually end up in a disaster. And the other thing is that if you go and say, yes, I'm going to mentor this person, and the person needs somebody to mentor them in mechanical engineering, and you know nothing about mechanical engineering, oh my God, that is really waste of time. Don't do it, please. So you need to have desire, time, and expertise. Remember those. So when you are selecting your mentor, you need to look at these things. Education in the areas of interest and specialization. That's extremely vital. And the other thing is that communication. Remember when we talked about communication, it has to be effective. There are people who master the art of communication, and there are people who, unfortunately, they don't. So you don't want somebody who does not communicate, who does not talk, who cannot express themselves, who cannot be honest, who cannot be trustworthy. The list can go on. It's very important. Also, somebody who is able to lead you, knows about leadership, practice leadership, experienced leader. So in order to be able to set goals for you, there is a vision, and here it is. And by the end of this mentorship period, we are going to be together. We are going to reach there. That's also vital. Also, other professional, personal things, like I mentioned before, chemistry, maybe having the same values, seeing eye to eye, being on the same wavelength. Also, the type of mentorship that you need. Do you need it formal or informal? If you want something and your mentor wants something else, it's not going to work. If you want it to be face-to-face, and for example, your mentor or your mentee wants it virtually, it's not going to work. So you have to be very transparent and clear from the beginning. And again, time commitment. We are all living in a very busy world where everybody is short of time. Time is a resource. So if the person is not willing to give their time and not willing to commit, it's not going to work out. So these are crucial points that you need to look at them when you are trying to build this relationship of a mentor and a mentee, please. Okay. Now, as either individually, if you want to do it individually for yourself, or if you want to do it as a head of a department, or if you want to do it as an organization, there are different ways to set up a mentoring program. And I am going to show you different examples right now. That's the first example. So that's a very simple one. As I mentioned to you before, there is processes. Everything has got a process. So here in this setting the program, this is 6 steps for you. First of all, you need to define the purpose and the goal. You cannot just go and say, I'm going to do a mentoring program for the sake of showing off and saying, I have a mentoring program. Why? Why are you doing it? What is the value? What is the purpose? What is the goal? What are you going to achieve out of it? That's the first thing. You need to define it. You need to write it. If you're going to start any organization, the first thing you do is that you write a mission statement. You put goals, you set goals. Again, if you want to do a mentoring program, you have to do the same thing. You have to write your purpose, you have to set the goal, and then you have to design the program. What is it going to be? Which area? Which specific area do you want it to be? In which field or in which process or in which part of the job do you need it? Okay. Then, because according to that program that you are going to set up, you have to do the onboarding for both your mentors and mentees. So, for example, if you want to mentor in the business, you want to mentor somebody on how to deal with customer complaints, right? And you're having this new employee who's coming in, and you want to have a mentor for them to teach them how to deal with customer complaints. So you do have it. You know what is it about. So you can write what is going to be in the program. Then you start introducing, onboarding them into the mentors and the mentees. Then you start matching them. You can have a pool of them and then you match them together, because matching them is extremely important. And then you have to keep maintaining this relationship and analyzing and checking in the meetings and to see if everything is going ahead. Then at the end, you need to measure it. So you have to have standards, you have to have certain measurements in order to see, is it successful or not? Is there a return on your investment, or have you been wasting your time? These are crucial. Let's look at another example. That example, as you can see, is 5 steps to build a successful mentoring program. Again, the first one, you have to design your program. You put your goals. What is it going to be looking like? What's the shape of it? How do you want it to be? And then after you design it and it's existing there, then you start attracting. You start to attract participants. You're recruiting, you're training. And then the third step, you start making the connections between the mentors and the mentees. Then you have profiles of people. And then you start matching them and setting up who is suitable to work with who has got the expertise, who has got the time, who has got the commitment, who has got the desire and the willingness. And then you match them together. And then while they're working together, you need to start giving guidance, right? You need to provide them with resources. You need to have checks along the road, along the way. And then afterwards, you need to measure the success. Again, was it successful? Did it work? If it didn't work, why didn't it work? What hindered it? So you start taking corrective actions and preventative actions so that you wouldn't fall in that again, in that trap again. So next time when the program runs, you've already learned. So you move on, you're enhancing on it. That's another example for you too that talks about a mentorship program that has been conducted for how to improve or how to do entrepreneurial skills. And this one actually goes through different phases too. It is done according to what that organization wants. So this one, as you can see, it allocates the timings. It allocates how many months. So in the first phase, when they are trying to introduce the mentoring awareness sessions, it took them 1 to 2 months. So they give themselves, it can take 1 to 2. And then in the second phase, it was only a 4-day kickstart workshop. And in this one, they started talking about what are the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. And they're starting to prepare the mentor training schedule and material. And then after that, for example, selection, day 3, the selection of the mentor, and then day 4, the design of the mentorship and guidance protocols. Then they went to the 3rd phase, and that was a whole duration of 12 months. It's ongoing learning and support, and it's peer-to-peer mentoring program. Remember, we had different types that I mentioned and styles of mentoring. That was peer-to-peer because that was within the organization, and they were trying to introduce them entrepreneurship skills. And the final phase is after the program. We are trying to evaluate, okay, we finished the program, how did it go? Analyze the situation, what is the success, what's the return on investment, and so on and so forth. So these are different examples, as you can see, of different organizations. How can you create or develop mentorship program? Now, as I mentioned to you, it is extremely important when you're starting in whichever of those to put an objective. So you need to decide what is the mentoring program, and then you need to have the objective. So you need to have, for example, what do you want it for? Do you want it for retention, engagement, empowerment? And we know that lots of organizations, for example, they go and do training for teamwork. Some of them, they want to have succession planning, relationships, creating culture of continuous learning, career growth and development. The whole organizational issues. It can be quality management, it can be the processes, it can be continuous improvement, you name it. So, time for me to stop talking and then give you an activity. Please look carefully at that slide again and look at, this is an example of objectives for a mentoring program, because you are going to build one yourself right now. So that is the activity for you. I want you please to reflect on your workplace. And I have heard all of you are working in different areas and very successful within your field. And I want you to decide on a mentoring program that is relevant to the needs of your specific industry, your specific department, your specific organization, whichever. And I want you please to draw a draft of this mentoring program, following the steps that we have discussed right now on those different figures. And most importantly is that, what is the objective of that mentoring program? And then I want you to work in groups. So I am going to put you back in your rooms, and please kindly participate. I'll repeat again. You need to reflect on your workplace and decide on a mentoring program that is relevant to the needs of your specific industry, your specific department, your specific organization, whichever your choice is. And I want you please to draw a draft. You can choose the 6 steps one, you can choose the 5 steps one, you can choose the 4 steps one, whichever one suits with you. And the key thing is that you need to write what is the objective of that specific mentoring program. Of course, you are going to write what is it. So what is going to happen is that I will be putting you again in your groups. You have 10 minutes this time. I'll be putting you in your breakout rooms, and you need to also practice your negotiation, the art of negotiation. Who is going to use their organization or their department and build on it this program? I am a believer that for us adults, we learn by doing, and you need to be engaged or else you're not going to benefit. So I am going to be putting you, and when you come back, please, I would like you to share with us, at least each team, one person, so that you would share with us what is your mentoring program that you have developed. Is there any questions before I send you to your breakout rooms?
Hello, ma'am. Just one question. Like you said, after the breakout rooms, we are supposed to talk about one mentoring program. Since there'll be 4 to 5 members, are we supposed to have a common decision or?
Yes, this is why you need to decide among yourselves to choose one only, one department, and to work together in a team to develop one. That's why I'm saying you need to practice your negotiation skills. Okay? Thank you very much for that question. Okay. Any other questions before I put you in breakout rooms? Okay.
We were only 2, and we couldn't discuss extensively. Group 5, only 2 people came on board. Please look into that. Thank you.
So, Candice, I didn't hear. What did you say?
Yeah, we are two only in our group.
Yeah, the thing is that
supposed to be 5.
Yes, all the teams were supposed to be 6 and 7, but lots of people did not go to the rooms, and I kept on telling them, go to the rooms, go to the rooms. I will keep on saying, please go to the rooms. So I opened the breakout rooms again.
All right.
You see, the people who go to the rooms and discuss are the ones who are benefiting from this program. And the ones who don't, it is their loss.
Thank you.
Hi again.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, myself Neeta Balla. I'm from an education background. So I propose for a mentorship program for students to deal with their psychological and emotional needs.
Okay. Anybody else? We all agree that we can all start working on Anita's proposal.
Yeah, I don't have any other suggestions.
All right. Okay, Nita, thank you. Thank you for your suggestion. So I guess we can start planning. All right, hon. So the structure that let me just take a look. So we'll start. I'm just have my images here. One second.
Do we use the Zoom whiteboards thingy or just pen and paper?
I don't know, Nita. Any suggestions, or we just? I guess we just start writing. And then I think someone will present. Right, present the idea.
We can the objective first if everybody is agreeing to the proposal.
Well,
yes.
Okay, so that's good. That's great. So the name. So what's the name of the mentoring program, Nita? Just so we can start step by step.
Name. All right. Let's think of.
Or no, or not the name, but the proposal itself. It's mentoring for their could you just please repeat that again? And I'm sorry.
Yes, psychological and emotional needs of the students.
Okay.
Here I'm catering to the students of grade 9 to 12 maybe.
Okay, grade 9 to 12. Okay, so that's the audience, and the goals are, I guess the goal is just their wellness, right? Like taking care of their own of their own psychological and emotional needs. That's such an important topic. So this is more high school, right? Grade 9 to 12, 9 to 12 years of age, or grade 9 to grade 12?
Okay.
Yes, if we are talking about the objectives, I think we have to think about the SMART goals. So we have to be specific and measurable and all those abbreviations which we have for SMART goal. So if my teammates can help me to lay out the objectives.
Okay, design your program, audience, goals, and format. Yeah, we already have the audience, the goals. If we go through the SMART goals, it's going to take us longer. Can we just simplify it? Because we have 5 points to cover, right? In only 10 minutes. So the goal is I guess their mental health, right? So they have coping, they can cope with their emotions, with the situations, resilience, I guess everything that has to do in terms of like social, emotional, mental health, or it's just mental, like the psychological and emotional needs. What's the specifics of that? Is that
the social and emotional health both together?
All right, so we already have the audience, and what's just 1 or 2 goals? Because if we go through the SMART goal, it's going to take us much longer, I think.
You are right.
Yeah, let's wind up because the other session will start now. We have to wind up because the session is for next 10 minutes only.
Yeah, okay, so build their self-esteem, resilience, work on their emotional intelligence,
You are on mute. Dr. Siham, you are on mute.
I don't know why it keeps on muting. My apologies. Welcome, everybody. I'm sorry I had to cut you short. Yes, I had to cut you short because we need to finish quickly. So I need to go through a few things with you. Okay. So now let us have a look at what is a mentor. So a mentor is an individual who acts as an advisor or a coach for a less experienced or advanced mentees. You are supposed to, as a mentor, to share your professional knowledge and your experience with your mentee. Also, as a mentor, you need to take care of the interests of your mentee and build this relationship in order so that they would be building trust among each other. And one is saying that a mentor is like a tattoo, it stays with you forever. Yes, we do have laser surgeries these days, but still it sticks with you. So no time for that. Let us see examples of options for, no, let's move from this. Look at some of the qualities of a mentor. Please, while I'm going through that, I want you to jot down on a paper and pen, what are the characteristics that you believe that you have from that list? Are you a patient listener? Do you have this patience to sit and listen to the person? Have you got an eagle eye, an eye for detail? Are you, you feel that you are always being told you are a trustworthy person, people trust you, people open up to you, people go and want to talk with you? Are you also dedicated to the person? You give advice, but you don't want anything in return? Are you the kind of person who always encourages other people and tend to support other people? Are you capable and skilled in providing constructive feedback? And the kind of person who also is able to balance between giving feedback and compliments? Do you consider yourself open and honest? Are you a good role model that people would want to follow you? Are you willing to spend the time and share your time with other people? And are you an effective intermediary? So these are certain qualities that is actually required from a mentor. I hope that you've jotted down which of those you possess. So in order, what makes a good mentor is that you need to ask also yourself these questions. Are you the kind of person who is interested in other people's success? Are you reliable? Can people depend on you, trustworthy, honest? You are confidential? Also, again, active listening is important, and also empathetic. Please remember there is a difference between sympathy and empathy. Nobody likes sympathy, and everybody wants the empathy, the understanding. Are you able to question someone sensitively? Because as you can see, we all come from different backgrounds, different cultures, and some people have certain sensitivities. Are you able to empower them, explore the issues that they may be going through? Do you have the knowledge and the expertise to be able to encourage and help your mentee? You ask yourself these questions, they are very important. So it's up to you. You need to see how many in this list have you ticked and why. You need to ask yourself that. So these are, we're going to go through quickly some of the tips for both the mentor and the mentee. We all have roles to play, and it's very important that we are well aware of them. So let us start first of all with the mentor. First thing that you need to actually be able to help is that you need to establish expectations. And this is what I call at the beginning in your initial meeting, it's what is called ground rules. You have to explain clearly what is your role, what this mentee will expect from you, what is the time that you are going to provide, what is exactly in project management we call what is in and what is out. What are the inclusions and what are the exclusions? So you need to be very transparent and clear from the beginning. The other important thing is listen first, then respond. So you need to sit and listen to what is the requirements of your mentee. What do they want? What are they looking for? How do are going to build this relationship? Then afterwards, you actually reply and make sure that everything is clear and understood from the first meeting. The other thing is that you need to provide opportunities. As a mentor, of course, you're more experienced, you have more networks. So you need to hook up your mentee with a valuable networks for them in order to be able to grow their business and their career. You need to also give time to get to know your mentee. You need to show interest in them. You need to ask them questions. You need to understand about them personally so that you would tailor your service to them specifically. People are actually different. Now, let us look at, as I mentioned, there is a role for the mentor and another role for the mentee. So as a mentee, what is your role? You need to be engaged and show interest. You do not expect that everything the mentor will do and you do nothing. It's also your career. It is also your job to ask questions, to ask for clarifications, to show interest. And you need to also be active in the relationship. So initiate sometimes and ask for meetings and ask for developments and show that you are keen for your professional development. Don't be passive, also be proactive. Also, practice taking advice and applying it. So you are there, this person is there to help you. So when that mentor gives you feedback, you don't need to literally do every single thing, but at least listen and give it consideration. Also be respectful to your mentor's time. So everybody's busy, as we mentioned in this world, so make your homework, don't waste anybody's time, and utilize the time and show respect to the mentor's time that is allocated for you. So this is just an activity, and I suggest that you think about it on your own time after this session, because we're short of time. I want you to go back and look at the relationships that you had with somebody who helped you develop. We all have some of those people in our lives. That could be a teacher, that could be a boss, that could be a family member, a colleague, a spouse, any other person that gave you special attention, supported you either personally or professionally in your development. And I would like you to actually choose a positive experience, because we all have positive and non-positive, whatever. So I want you to look at and ask yourself and jot down. It is, you know, as professional practitioners, that helps us in our growth and continuous improvement. Ask yourself these questions. How did the relationship begin? Okay. And what you specially gained from that person, and what the person, that mentor, got out of your relationship. Remember, it could be two ways relationship. You benefited the person and they benefited from you. So I want you please to do this activity after this workshop. It's very important to reflect and write down in your diary about it. The other thing also, I want you to reflect on an experience. So think of this mentoring experience and answer the following. Why did you consider this a positive experience? Why did you label it as positive? In other words, what did you benefit from it? And why do you call it positive? And what does your learning suggest for any new partnerships you enter? So why do we reflect? We reflect to look at what happened, how did it happen, was it successful, what went well, what didn't go well, and we analyze it to learn from it, so that if we are in this same situation later on in the future, how can we enhance it and make it even better? Okay. If you want to go even further and you want to reflect on another relationship, which you were the mentee, or analyze this relationship in order to help someone else. So you can actually think of the role, one time when you were the mentee and another time when you were the mentor. And once you jot it down and compare, how did it go when you were the mentee and how did it go when you were the mentor? And look at the tips that I gave you when I was telling you what is your role as a mentor versus what is your role as a mentee. How did it go for you? This relationship could be informal or could be formal, it could be personal, or it could be professional, whichever you choose. So this is a very mind-provoking thought, a quote. It says, sometimes when I consider
what tremendous consequences come from little things, I am tempted to think there are no little things. So think about that. What are the little things you can do to show understanding and respect for your mentees' culture, values, and concerns as a mentor? What are those little things that you can do? And what are the little things that you should avoid doing to show understanding, to show respect of your mentees' culture, values, and concerns? What are the tremendous consequences that can result from those little things? In other words, how to give and how to be diplomatic, how to be considerate, and how to be understanding of the backgrounds, the cultures, the values of the people that we are mentoring. It will go a long way. And it will play a crucial role in the success of your mentorship. Last but not least, I would like you please, this is for your own reflections, to think of 3 things that you have learned from these sessions, 3 things that you are intending to apply in your mentoring relationships, and how are you planning to apply what you learned in this session. I would like to share with you final quotes is that if you want a harvest in 1 year, grow a crop. If you want a harvest in 10 years, grow trees. But if you want a harvest that will last a long lifetime, grow people. Mentoring is a brain to pick, it's an ear to listen, and it's a push in the right direction, okay? There are many reasons I enjoy mentoring. My biggest is the satisfaction I get in seeing someone's goals and interests become reality. I always tell my students, your success is actually my reward. That is my motto, and I always use it with all my students. Your success is my reward, and I mean it from the depth of my heart. It was a pleasure to be with you here tonight for this early wee hours of the morning in New Zealand. Unfortunately, I wanted to engage you more, but we are short of time. My apologies for that. I hope that you've enjoyed our little time with each other, and hopefully next time I will actually allocate more time to be able to engage you more. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Wow, amazing, Professor Dr. Siham. I feel if it would have been for 3 to 4 more hours also, we all would have got engaged. Very in-depth and enriching session. And I like the way of your breaking room idea, because even I was a part of one of the breaking room. It have really given us a thought and to think more and interact with each other. Excellent activities, good session. Thank you from the entire IIU family, and hope certainly we will have one FB live session for all the worldwide participants on the mentor, so that they can get more benefited because of this. Thank you all mentees to be here, and indeed we have a very great mentor for the day 1. Stay tuned. Tomorrow again something new for us, right, from Professor Khairuddin. He is already there. Yes. So till then, bye. Take care. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, Dr. Siham. Take care.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Edwina, you can wind the session.